Alright, so hey guys, welcome back. So this third time is speaking, but before that I have to um, do some setup. Before that I have to do some setup for this one. I think that wait a minute. Sorry, this one. Let me check it about. Let me check it for a little bit. It's gonna be here. It's gonna be here. It's gonna be here. It's gonna be. It's gonna go here, right? So what is this one? Alright. No, I don't really care about that. So now, you know what? First, I'm gonna, just go to, actually, I'm gonna upload this one. But first, actually, I'm gonna go to Facebook for checking some stuff, like, I have lots of things me to check up for checking. Alright. I don't think that this is a right one. Like if you check again for your stuff, you can see that now I can see in this group over here, like most of that is mine. Most of them is mine. That's fine. Yeah, most of them is mine because I just draw this group, for a week. So that's good. I'm gonna try my best to grow this group, but it's like 2 days ago. 2 days ago, like this time that draw this group like last Saturday, and I didn't do anything much about this one. Actually, it's not Saturday. Like it's Saturday. It should be Saturday. So for those, I'm gonna say that it's not really good. It's not a good idea for this one. And for those, I think that it's gonna give me the stuff that I really want to do that. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, so it's like 2 days long, 2 days later than those. It is a really good idea for me though. I can watch it and look over it, and you can see like how many after the December 9th, I'm gonna go back to this group. I'm gonna check for some stuff, and actually for the Facebook like that. For the Facebook stuff like that, like I didn't really think about that much. For the Facebook stuff, I just go there, have some meeting, go there, and then check for the group, and then check for the group, and then just do some stuff that I really want to do it. And I'm not really sure that I can improve my skill in the future or not. Okay, so I finished with the for my Facebook stuff, and for the YouTube stuff. I can say that I'm done. So now I'm gonna move to to YouTube to find actually some lesson, I think. You mean some lesson? Okay. Alright, so for now, I think that I'm gonna go, actually, go here. Okay, so it's gonna be here. I'm just put this video, oh shit. Let me just put this video off. Yeah, just put it off. Then, no excuses, best motivation, more emotional. Then I'm gonna choose, I think that this one, right? This should be the best. It should be that. But just, go over it to make sure some stuff that I really wanted. Alright, so for sub checking. Alright, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So just do that, turn it off, then I'm gonna go here, then I'm gonna go here, then I'm gonna go here, put it over right over here. Actually just turn it off, go here, turn this off too. Then I'm gonna go back to the Google. Actually turn on the Google Meet again. Google Meet is gonna go here, it's gonna be better, and I'm gonna go here, then I have that one. I'm gonna go to new meeting, start instant meeting. Then I'm gonna go, go here, join now, turn on caption. And for now, I'm gonna go to this YouTube channel for posting for publishing my video. Then I'm gonna go here, then I'm gonna go here. It's gonna be this one. It's gonna be 1, 2, and 3, right? So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here. Wait a minute. Is it 19? Is it different from this one? I don't think so. But for double check, I'm gonna go here for checking some stuff. I have this is like 9, 10. Yeah, it's different. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here. So 20, 21, 22. It should be 22, right? So here 19. So this one's gonna be 20. What is it? I'm gonna go here. 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 I'm gonna go 20. Then publish. And then I'm gonna go close it. Then I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go. So this one is gonna be 22, 21. It should be 21. Then next publish. And this one should be 22. This one should be 22. Actually, I need 2 times more than the thing that we needed. Pass it, 22. Next, public, and put it like that. Alright, so that's pretty much for okay, so now I'm gonna put this pen. I'm gonna put this pen. So now I'm gonna put this pen. So now I'm gonna put this pen. So now I'm gonna put this pen inside my mouth for my speaking purposes. So it's gonna be like this. Actually, I'm gonna go here to make it smaller so you can see it better, right? Like this. Okay. Good. Here it will be better. I'm going to move it over here. Alright. Oh shit. What is happening, bro? Alright. Now I'm gonna, go here. Actually under this, earphone. Then I'm gonna go, have some baking materials for my purposes. So this one it is the short. So this one it is the short story about the dinner party, and I'm gonna about the dinner party. About the dinner party. I'm gonna read this, just go through it. I'm gonna read, without this band again, later. Let's move it. The country is India. A colonial officer and his wife
are giving a large dinner party. They are seated with their guests, army officers and government attache, attaches and the wives, and the visiting American naturalists in their spacious dining room, which has a bare marble floor, open rafters and wide glass doors opening onto a veranda. A spirited discussion springs up between a younger who insists that women have outgrown the jumping on a chair at the size of a mouse era and a colonel who says they haven't. A woman unfairly reaction in any crisis. The colonel says, is to scream, and while a man might feel like it, he has that ounce more on neck or nerve control than a woman has. And that last ounce is what counts. 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 The American does not join in the argument, but quiets the other guests. As he looks, he sees a strange expression come over the face of the hostess. She is staring straight ahead, her muscles contracting sadly. With slight gesture he mourns the native boy standing behind her chair and whispers to him. The boy's eyes widen. He quickly leaves the room. Of the guests, none except the American noticed this or sees the boy place a bowl of milk on the veranda just outside the open doors. The American comes to with a start. In India, milk in a bowl means only one thing: wait for a snack. He realized there must be a cobra in the room. He looks up at the rafters, the likeliest place, but they are bare. Three corners of the room are empty, and the fourth, the seventh are waiting to serve the next course. There's only one place left, under the table. His first impulse is to jump back and join the others, but he knows the commotion would frighten the cobra into striking. He speaks quickly, the tone of his voice so arresting that it sobers everyone. I want to know just what control everyone at this table has. I will count to 300. That's that 5 minutes. And not one of you is to move. Moscow, those who move will forward 50 rupees. Ready? The 20 people sit like stone images while he counts. He's saying 280 when out of the corner of his eye he sees the cover emerge and make for the bowl of milk. Scream, screams ring out as he jumps to slam the veranda doors safely shut. You were right, Colonel, the host exclaims. A man just showed us an example of perfect control. Just a minute, the American says, turning to his hostess. Miss Venus, how do you know that Cobra was in the room? A faint smile lights up the woman's face as she, as she, as she replies, because she goes clawing across my foot.
Okay, so this one is I don't know the pain is in my mouth because I can feel the pain. The dinner party. The country is India. A colonial officer and his wife are giving a large dinner party. They are seated with the guests, army officers, with the guests, army officers and government uh, achates and their wives. and visiting American naturalists in the spacious dining room, which has a bare marble floor, open rafters, and wide glass doors opening onto a veranda. A spirited discussion springs up between a younger who insists that humans have outgrown a jumping on a chair at the sign of a mouse era, and a colonel who says that they haven't. The woman's unfailing reaction in any crisis, the colonel says, is to scream, and while a man feels like it, he has that ounce more of nerve control than a woman has, and the last ounce is what counts. The American does not join in the argument, but watches the other guests. As he looks, he seems he sees a strange expression come over the face of the hostess of the hostess. Oh, I'm gonna check the pronunciation again. It's gonna be bad, right? It's gonna be like I'm gonna read. Actually, I'll just copy it, right? Hostess. Where is it? Hostess. Then I'll just copy it. I'll go here. I'm gonna Oxford Dictionary. Then I'm gonna go to here for the pronunciation part. This must be, yeah, should be like this. So I'm checking the pronunciation. Let's call it. Oh, hostess, hostess. Oh, hostess, oh, hostess. So close it, and then I'm gonna go 46. So this one is gonna be 47, I think. And I'm gonna go here, then one to the internet. Finish it right. Then on this one is gonna be so 47. Next, hop, and then host, hostess, hostess, hostess. Yeah. Okay, so let's start it again. He sees a strange expression come over the face of a hostess. She is staring straight ahead, her muscles contracting slightly. With a slight gesture, he summons the native boy standing behind her chair and whispers to him. The boy's eyes widen. He quickly lifts. He quickly leaves. He quickly leaves the room. Um, he quickly leaves the room. Uh, of the guests, none except the American noticed this or sees the boy place a bowl of milk on the veranda just outside the open doors. The American comes with a start. In India, milk in the bottle means only one thing: bed for a snack. He realized there must be a cobra in the room. He looks up at the rafters. The likeliest the likeliest place, but they are bare. Three corners of the room are empty, and in the fourth, the seventh are waiting to serve the next course. There's only one place left, under the table. His first impulse is to jump back and warn the others. But he knows that the commotion would frighten the cobra into striking. He speaks quickly, the tone of his voice so arresting that it sobers everyone. I want to know just what control everyone at this table has. I will count to 300. That's 5 minutes. That's 5 minutes. And not one of you is to move a muscle. Those who move will forfeit 50 rupees. Ready? The 20 people sit like stone images while he counts. He is saying 280 when out of the corner of his eye he sees the cobra emerge and make for the bowl of milk. Screams ring out as he jumps to slam the veranda door safely shut. You were right, Colonel, the host exclaims. Oh, the host exclaims. Um, the man had just shown us an example of perfect control. Just a minute, the American says, hostess, turning to his hostess. Um, Miss Rennie, how did you know that the cobra was in the room? A, f- a faint smile lights up the woman's face as he replies, because it was crawling across my foot. Alright, so now I'm gonna, just put this one away. I'm gonna move to the next one. Oh, I lost my connection, I believe so. I have some trouble with the connection, I think. Oh, no. Okay, so now I'm finished with this one, right? So now I'm gonna move to this one. The hobbyist. When I read it, I'm gonna, put this pen into my mouth to make the pen. For me, I'm gonna put this pen into my mouth to make the pen for me. Okay, so let's do it. Hobbyist. I heard a rumor, Sandstone said, due to the effect that you. He turned his head and looked about him to make absolutely sure that he and the druggist were alone in the tiny prescription pharmacy. The druggist was a gnome like Nard, little man who could have been any age from 50 to 100. They were alone, but Sandstorm dropped its voice just the same, to the effect that you have a completely undetectable poison. The druggist nodded. He came around the counter and locked the front door of the shop, then walked toward a doorway behind the counter. I was about to take a coffee break, he said. Come with me and have a cup. Shenton followed him around the counter and through the doorway to a back room ringed by shelves of bottles of flour to shelling. The druggist plugged in an electric percolator, found two cups and put them on a table that had a chair on either side of it. He motioned Shenton to one of the chairs and took the order himself. Now, he said, tell me, whom do you want to kill and why? Does it matter? Shenton asked. Isn't it enough that I pay for? The druggist interrupted him with an unraised hand. Yes, it matters. I must be convinced that you deserve what I can give you. Otherwise, or, otherwise, he shrugged.
All right, Sandstorm said. The whom is my wife. The why, uh, the whom is my wife. The why, he started a long story. Before he had quite finished, the persuader had finished it, its task, and the druggist briefly interrupted to get the coffee for them. Sandstorm finished his story. The little druggist nodded. Yes, I occasionally display an undetectable poison. I do so freely. I do not charge for it. If I think the case of discovering, I have helped many murders. Fine, Sandstorm said. Please give it to me, then. The druggist smiled at him. I already have. By the time the coffee was ready, and I had decided that they deserved it. It was, as I said, free, but there is a price for the antidote. Sandstorm turned for the antidote. Uh, okay. Sandstorm turned pale, but he had anticipated not this, but the possibility of a double cross or some form of blackmail. He pulled a pistol from his pocket. The little druggist shocked. You daren't use that. Can you find the antidote? He waved at the shelf. Among those thousands of bottles, or would you find a faster, more virulent poison? If you think I am bluffing that you are not really poisoned, go ahead and shoot. You know the answer within 3 hours when the poison starts to work. How much for the antidote? Sandstorm could roll. Quite reasonable, $1,000. After all, a man must live. Even if his body is preventing murders, there is no reason why he shouldn't make money at it. Is there? Sandstorm growled and put the pistol down, but Christian reached and took out his wallet. Maybe after he had the antidote, he still used the pistol. He counted out $1,000 in $100 bills and put it on the table. The druggist made no immediate move to pick it up. He said, and one other thing, for your wife's safety in mind. You will write a confession of that intention, your former intention, I guess, to murder your wife. Then you will wait until I go out and mail it to a friend of mine home to the homicide detail. He'll keep it as an evidence in case you ever do decide to kill your wife or me or what matter. Then that then that is that is in the mail. It will be safe for me to return here and give you the antidote. I'll get you the paper and pen. One other thing. Although I do not actually insist, insist on it, please have spread the word about my undetectable poison, will you? One never knows, Mr. Sandstorm. Your life you save. If you have any enemies, just might be your own.
All right. Okay, so I'm gonna read this one. Without a pain is in my mouth. I heard a rumor, Sandstorm said, to the effect that he turned his head and looked about him to make absolutely sure that he and the druggist were alone in the tiny prescription pharmacy. The druggist was a gnome-like little man who could have beat any age from 50 to 100. They were alone, but Sandstorm dropped his voice just the same. to the effect that you have a completely undetectable poison. The druggist nodded. He came around the counter and locked the front door of the shop, then walked toward the doorway behind the counter. I was about to take a coffee break, he said. Come with me and have a cup. Sandstorm followed him around the counter and through the doorway to a back room screened by shelves of bottles from floor to ceiling. The druggist plugged in an electric percolator, found in two cups and put them on a table that had a chair on either side of it. He motioned Sandstorm to one of the chairs and took the order himself. Now, he said, tell me, whom do you want to kill and why? Does it matter? Sandstorm asked. Isn't it enough that I pay for? I must be convinced that you deserve that I can give you what I can give you. Otherwise, he shrugged. All right, Sandstorm said. The whom is my wife. The why, he started a long story. Before he had quite finished, the persuader had finished its task, and the druggist briefly interrupted to get the coffees for them. Sandstorm finished his story. The little druggist nodded. Yes, I occasionally dispense an undetectable poison. I do so freely that I do not charge for it. If I think the case is deserving, I have helped many murders. Fine, Sandstorm said. Please give it to me, then. The druggist smiled at him. I already have. By the time the coffees was ready, and I had decided that you deserved it. Of course, and I said, free, but there's a price for the antidote. Sandstorm turned pale, but he had anticipated not this, but the possibility of a double crush or some form of blackmail. He pulled a pistol from his pocket. The little druggist dropped. You daren't use that. Can you find the antidote? He waved at the shelves. Among those thousands of bottles, or would you find a faster, more virulent poison? Are you think I'm bluffing that you're not really poisoned? Go ahead and shoot. You will know the answer within 2 hours when the poison starts to work. How much for the antidote? Sandstorm wrote. Quite reasonable, $1,000. After all, a man must live, even if his body is preventing murders. There's no reason why he shouldn't make money at it. Is there? Sandstorm growled and put the pistol down, but within reach, and took out his wallet. Maybe after he had the antidote, he still used that pistol. He counted out $1,000 in $100 bills and put it on the table. The druggist made no immediate move to pick it up. He said, and one other thing, for your wife's safety and mine, you will write a confession of your intention, your former intention, unjust, to murder your wife. Then you will wait till I go out and mail it to a friend of mine on the homicide detail. He'll keep it as evidence in case you ever do decide to kill your wife or me, or for what matter. When that is in the mail, it will be safe for me to return here and give you the antidote. I'll get you the paper and pen. Oh, one other thing. Although I do not absolutely insist on it, please help spread the word about my undetectable poison, will you? One never knows, Mr. Sandstorm. The life you save, if you have any enemies, just might be your own. Alright, so mostly I'm finished this one, right? Actually, I have to go downstairs to help my uncle and my aunt for my stuff. Okay, so bye guys. Have a good weekend and have a good day.